Today is Independence Day, July 4th, 2020. July 4th has been a national holiday since the establishment of a new republic on the continent following the signing of the Declaration of Independence on July 4th, 1776, and the American Revolution that ended in 1781. Throughout our history, America has endured wars, depressions, pandemics, and myriad other threats, both to our national sovereignty and our national well-being. There is much to celebrate, but there's also much about which we should be concerned. This year, things are different. The coronavirus that causes COVID-19 continues to spread with renewed intensity. The nation's economy continues to reel from the impacts of a lockdown that closed thousands of businesses and cast tens of millions into the ranks of the unemployed. It would appear that efforts aimed at restarting the economy have contributed to the resurgence in the spread of the virus. The protests against racism and police brutality continue, as do the counter-protests that inevitably occur in response. Spawned by these protests, or in some cases using peaceful protest as a pretext, mobs have looted and destroyed property, both public and private. Others have taken this unrest as a space not only to protest, as is their right, but to declare themselves and others outside the law. All while the nation is in the throes of intense soul-searching, looking for answers to issues of race that have festered for generations. America is in need of healing, physical, economic, and social healing. Some have hung their hopes for the defeat of the COVID-19 pandemic on the thousands of researchers who are diligently searching for better ways to treat the infected and a vaccine that will ultimately prevent infections. We pray fervently for their success. It would seem that hopes for economic recovery will not be realized anytime soon. Every time the economy seems to be about to turn a corner, some new crisis knocks the props from under it. Persons of color have struggled for generations under repressive social and institutional systems. While much progress has been made in reversing the effects of racism, there's still a long, long way to go before America realizes the full promise that all are created equal. We must not just pray that the sin of racism will be defeated. We must give feet to those prayers as we strive to be the change we want to see. We pray for an end to the violence, whether it's violence of a racist police officer, a frustrated demonstrator, a criminal who's looting, or an abortion provider committing the ultimate act of violence against another human being by taking the life of an unborn child. All violence is born of hatred, and hatred is self-propagating. So we pray for an end to hate, for ending hate will end violence. In the final analysis, we must turn to the Creator, whose protection and guidance the writers of the Declaration of Independence invoked in the document that gave our nation its birth. And so I ask you to join with me in a prayer for America on this Independence Day. Will you join me in a prayer that we as a united people will let justice roll down like waters and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream? Please watch the video that follows and make its prayer your own. And now please watch this video titled A Prayer for Independence Day, produced by Hyperpixels Media.